Hey, Clark. Do you have a minute to talk?
Oh, yeah, sure. What's up?
You know how kryptonite affects you? We figured that out. Weakens you and everything.
Yes. What is this?
And we
Yeah.
found more of them, like the one that makes you want to eat
Oh, God.
sporks.
Okay, look, that one, is it really hurting anyone?
Welcome back to the BadTakeDelete podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the BadTakeDelete podcast. It's me and Daft.
Oh,
it's us
hey,
again. Would you believe
us.
it? I wouldn't believe it. I believe it.
Every single time we come back and the other one still shows up. Who knew?
I
Can you
know.
believe it? Except for last week. Last week was like a guy in a Yeti costume. You weren't there for that one, though.
Daft, we can't talk about. We can't talk about that one.
Though. But we can talk about.
We can't talk about that.
We got
What?
a lot of things to talk about. This is our first user-submitted episode. Isn't that fun?
User submitted episode, but Daft, what do you mean by that?
So we asked a bunch of people about if they could make a kryptonite, how it affects Superman. Like usually for these, well, not usually, like all the time, we answer questions, but we said we want feedback from you, specifically the audience.
You guys.
And we got a lot of good ones. Do you want me to read out the first one?
Yeah, and just so you know, the bar is set so high right now. I'm very excited to hear these.
Nicholas McKay, 5596, Orange Kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you really whiny and sarcastic, and kind of a jerk. Like that one kryptonite that turned him evil, but to a way less degree. What is he talking about? A kryptonite that made him mean, but not too mean?
I think, I can only think of, red kryptonite in Smallville.
Now, how did that affect him
Where
in
he
Smallville?
just kind of turned it... Well, he just started becoming like a dickhead. Like, that was it. Like, I don't know. He didn't really... wouldn't say he did much, you know?
Is that like his Venom? Red kryptonite? It makes him a bit of a
Yeah, it was
dick.
like his Morbius moment, you know?
Oh, yeah, I recently saw an article. The article said Matt Smith from Morbius. I'm like, why'd you do him dirty like that? He's done other things.
I mean, have you seen that dance he did, dude? I would understand.
Okay, so we got this one right here. And this isn't a kryptonite one. Andrew Wordburn 2671. In regards to Superman Legacy, Trunks or no Trunks, as well as who do you think would play
Trunks.
a good or to decent Lex Luthor? So why Trunks?
I jumped the gun immediately. I'm so passionate about that. The Trunks are like, you have to have them. They've been gone from the comics for years, and then they fought for it back. And now we kind of like have them and don't have them at the same time. It's weird, but I don't know, man. It's just like the classic look, you know? It's just like not so serious. I love it.
I think it makes it easier for animators. Well, not in the sense like there's more to draw, but the sense of better silhouetting when far away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like as you could see in like the new 52 stuff they did when they first like removed it. I don't know how to explain it. It just looks like it's empty down there. Like they didn't really fill out the space, so it was just like blank blue. It was like very noticeable that it was gone.
And for the other part of the question, who do you think would play a decent Lex Luthor? Usually whenever they count a Lex Luthor, they're not bald, and they shave them to be bald. So it's not like I can point to someone and say, this guy looks very good if he was shaved and hated Superman. You know what I mean? Can you think of any actor that would play good?
Trying to think. Who would be a good one?
But it's also a face thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Do they have the
Pesci?
face? Pesci?
Yeah.
That can work. I can see that definitely. We got another one.
Just like
Just kidding, we have a bunch of these. Ultimate Lance 8466. Clear Kryptonite. It forces Kryptonians to say whatever comes to mind. Was there a Jim Carrey movie like that?
I think that's kind of.
Yeah.
That was like Yes Man, wasn't it?
No.
Did you just create Yes Man Kryptonite?
I don't think it was Yes Man. I think it was what was it called?
Liar.
Yes.
Liar. Yeah, he couldn't lie. Oh my god.
That'd be fun.
Wait, was he a Kryptonian in that movie?
No, imagine Superman is like saving some people, but he really doesn't want to save them. But he says out loud, God, fucking, I don't want to save these people. I want to go fuck Lois. I want to go. And the old lady's like, what? What'd you say? I heard you.
This is the exact conversation they had in the writer's room for Hancock. This is how we got that movie.
Bubble Skull. Indigo Kryptonite. The kryptonite that gives Superman an insatiable appetite for only sporks that are made out of steel. I mean, this will just piss me off.
Just eat the sporks.
He has an appetite for sporks that are made out of steel specifically. Like, you know the is it a disease or a condition? Pica, where you want to eat like inanimate objects, but for sporks.
I do now.
Yeah, so how would this again, so do you want to reiterate what kryptonite is, or like where's it from? Do you want to like tell us what it is?
Kryptonite in most iterations is just parts of Krypton, the planet that fell down, because Superman gets his powers not from his just not like because all Kryptonians were just flying around, but like the red sun, the orange sun or the yellow sun, it gives him power and shit.
Yeah.
So when pieces of his planet come down, it kind of fucks with them a little bit, kind of like brings back like his Earth's gravity or some stupid shit. It doesn't really matter, but it's from Krypton. It's from the planet.
So imagine like his dad explaining this to him or whatever through his HoloLens or whatever. He's like, son, our planet has become so radioactive, you will experience shards that will change your mind. And Superman's like what? Well, you'll really like to eat sporks if you're near one. It's like, why, Dad? Why?
You know, this would have been a lot easier if I just wore that condom like I wanted to. Oh, goddamn, sitting on that clear kryptonite again. My bad.
So I read a bit of this one. I thought this was funny. Mad Ant-Man. I would make a kryptonite where instead of making Superman weak or gay, it would turn him into a toddler. Most kryptonites don't turn him gay, so I don't know where you're getting that information
What
from.
is that? Why is it worded that? There's so much to unpack here. Mad Ant-Man, first of all, that's a great name. And for those who can't see, his profile picture is not Ant-Man. It's just straight up an ant humanoid. And he's angry. And he's like, he's not going to name the color of the kryptonite. He's not going to title it.
Yeah.
He's like, if I were to make one, it wouldn't make him gay. There would be no sucking dick where I'm involved, but he would be fucking 3 years old listening to fucking Sesame Street Live on his mom's car radio.
I want to hear like what kind of comic run he was reading where like Lois is talking to Superman going like, Superman, why does most of the kryptonite make you gay?
That would be very difficult as like a superhero to get around.
I mean, it's not as if a lot changes. Like, I believe he's straight in most incarnations. He just always loves Lois, but this time he loves Jimmy.
Wait, holy shit! I'm reading. The next question I saw was Ben K 1122. The kryptonite I would make is bread kryptonite, like wheat bread. All it does is turns only Superman into Joe Pesci. So listen, if we had Joe Pesci playing Lex Luthor, like I said, I didn't even see this comment before. Do you see? That would work, because then he could be like, which one's the real Superman? Or Lex Luthor. Also, I'm Joe Pesci. Forget about it. That's how he talks. He says, forget about it, because he's Italian.
That means that Joe Pesci is like a universe. What's supposed to be put? He's a universal constant. In any timeline, in any universe that Superman's in, there is a kryptonite that turns him into Joe Pesci. It's canon, even in My Adventures of Superman.
Do I amuse you? Do I run faster than a speeding train?
So our very favorite fan, Daniel Santiago, which we haven't established if he's a bot or not, or if he's a real person, because he said, yeah, it could have been much better. The Rock is still awesome, though. Very good, very good. And then his other one, because we asked it on 2 different places, he said, it would make him stronger. Low Superman. Why would he... If there was a kryptonite that made him stronger, he would just always have it on him at all times. Why would he...
Sounds like a good luck. Yeah, it sounds like a boost right there. That's a permanent, like, pro. I would take that with me anywhere.
And we actually got an update from Strategic Lemon. Thanks for answering my question, guys. My apologies for the username issue, but I fixed it. Love the content. Keep doing what you're doing. They're the person that had that weird username that was hard to pronounce, so...
Well, Strategic Lemon... I say like a 6 out of 10 name-wise. You could have done a little bit better.
But this is our first character development in the series. Isn't that great?
Yeah, but I could tell his heart wasn't in it. You're going to have to come back next episode with a better name.
Brandon Dominguez. Brian Dominguez. I butchered that name. I'm sorry, Brian. Orange Kryptonite. It gives Kryptonians energy like the sun, but small amount. That's not that funny, but that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. We didn't require people to be funny.
Wait, it gives Superman energy of the sun, but a tiny amount?
Yeah, like a tiny amount. Like it's a bit hotter.
Isn't that just like standing in the sun?
Yeah, like that one Smash Mouth song.
Unless like this kryptonite is like also shaped in like the size of a big magnifying glass that you have to like hold over yourself. I don't see, like, I don't know. I mean, that'd be a crazy kryptonite, because like you would look at it and you'd be like,
that's a very conveniently shaped chunk of my home planet. I think I can see a part of a preschool still attached to it. Oh, that's definitely fossilized. Yeah, this is a Superman bit.
Can't believe it. You made a Superman bit.
Can't. I know. First for everything.
I'm going to read this one because it doesn't make sense. Because we asked about Superman kryptonite. Spow6851. My kryptonite makes me not unreasonably attracted to the goth woman that I know will hurt me. How about, to solve this, you're attracted to the goth woman that won't hurt you? This is...
I hope your parents are looking through your fucking, like, search history. Like, I hope they find that comment and they confront you about that, and you just have to, like, bury your face in your hands, and you're like, oh, I don't know. And you're like, what do you mean, goth? Wait, what? And you're like, no, they're hurting you? No. Maybe. I don't want to talk about this right now.
We actually looked at our analytics recently, And there are people who are 65 and older watching us, and even 55 or older. We don't know how old this guy is, but we will say your parents are watching. He's usually not like this.
Yeah.
Mrs. and Mr. Sprow. Sprow.
Spoo. Spa.
Cow with Tommy gun, a kryptonite that makes his liver explode.
Okay, see, now we're getting there. Now we're getting into the good ones. Because that one's like, that would be fucked up. Because I think that's even worse than green kryptonite. Because the green one just like makes him weak so long as it's around. I think if the fucking liver pops, you know, there's no fixing that.
How would he find this out exactly? Like, he talks to a different Kryptonian, like, he finds the corpse of another Kryptonian or, like, someone who's about to die. He's like, how did this happen to you? It's like, the kryptonite made my liver explode.
Yeah, there is no way of testing that. There's fucking, well, at this point, I don't know how many fucking Kryptonians, but there should only be, like, 2, unless you killed the dog.
Or, like, the city, what was the last city of Krypton called? The one that's in a bottle that Brainiac has for some reason?
I think that's Newark.
Yeah,
like Newark, New Jersey. They put it in a bottle and Brainiac stole it. That's the last remains of Krypton.
Brainiac is like, I found this kryptonite, and I put it to see what happened. It made all of the livers explode. It was very funny.
Superman, I've come to take part of your planet for my collection. I shall be taking Newark, New Jersey.
Okay. That's all right.
That's okay.
I mean, can we just like end it here? You want to just fly off? I'm cool with that, really. That does not really impact my day to day. You know what I mean?
I'm more of a Metropolis kind of guy. I mean, that's why I'm there.
It's kind of where I live. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, you want to take more of Jersey? I don't think anyone would notice. Not for a while.
Maybe even some Florida. That'd be okay.
It'll probably be a year or two before they send someone to check in on them, see how they're doing.
Oh yeah, there was this one thing I saw from. It was an episode of Superman, the animated series. Not the live-action series, mind you, the animated series, where Clark survives a bomb blast and puts a criminal to jail because, he's Superman, spoiler alert, and the criminal's on his deathbed, about to get electrocuted, and then he realizes, oh my god, Superman is Clark Kent. And
yeah, that's classic.
One of the comments I read was, I don't have the actual comment, but the comment I read was, I can't believe Metropolis has the death penalty and Gotham doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. It's pretty fucking brutal. I mean, they don't have that many criminals going in there. But Lex Luthor walks. They have all these villains in there that walk, but the fucking gangster guy, he's the one that needs to go down. Not the guy that can shoot lightning and out of their fingertips or freeze entire fucking water supplies,
Well, I'm sure Lex always says, I want to be tried in Gotham, because technically my embezzlement happened in Gotham.
That's smart.
That's very smart.
That's why he's Joe Pesci.
Exactly. There's also that one Simpsons episode where Sideshow Bob tried killing Bart through 4 states, where he shot the gun in one state, the bullet traveled through 2 other ones, and the bullet traveled through 1 state, the bullet shot Bart, and then Bart died in another state. So it'd be a legal nightmare to figure out.
That's also fucking awesome. You have me thinking about the fucking Cape Fear parody they did. That's my favorite episode of the show, is when he fucking just performs in front of them on the boat.
Lonely Homegirl. We're starting to get you recurring members in the comment section. Lonely Homegirl, a kryptonite that makes Superman feel the incredible urge to like and subscribe.
Whoa, that's a crazy one. You guys, oh no, it's in the screen. It's there. It's infecting you guys right now. That's terrible. Oh no, we gotta do something about that.
I mean, imagine if it actually existed in every channel he watched, just like and subscribe. Like, Clark Kent is subscribing to a lot of weird right-wing media and weird left-wing media. He's subscribing to everyone. What are his beliefs?
I'd be so pissed off at that point that like my planet destroying itself has resulted in so many wacky scenarios. So it's just like you can't grieve because like you're reminded that your entire civilization has been brought to dust because some douchebag with no hair slaps you with like a multicolored gem and then you start doing cartwheels uncontrollably.
At this point, with all the ones that we've read so far, he couldn't be in the Justice League, like at all. Batman would be like, I'll be Batman, you be Superman. Hey Clark, do you have a minute to talk?
Oh yeah, sure, what's up?
You know how kryptonite affects you? We figured that out. Weakens you and everything.
Yes. Where is this?
And we found more of them, like the one that makes you want to eat sporks.
Okay, look, that one, is it really hurting anyone? I mean, really? Is it really being a bother to anyone that I'm eating the sporks? Has anyone been looking for them lately? I don't think so.
Well, I was trying to defeat Mr. Freeze, and I need some help.
Yeah.
Robin was busy, and you left. I don't know where you went, and I found out later you're eating sporks. I almost lost my balls.
I mean, it worked out in the end. I had a snack, you are here.
And the other one. The one that almost made your liver explode? What about that one?
Okay, yeah,
But that one.
Okay, that one might be that might be a bit of a problem with my liver exploding. But look, I've come back from death. You know, so long as there's not like a fucking kryptonite that makes me gay or not gay, but not, you know, like bits of the sun. If there was a kryptonite that gave me little bits of the sun, wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool. But what was the first one? What makes you gay? How would that affect the mission exactly?
Oh, there's a cat stuck in there's a cat stuck in a tree. I gotta go.
Oh, look, another kryptonite. Batman just find ones on
Kryptonite
the
that
path.
makes you trip over your words.
Oh, that's funny. That's a funny bit. I'm sure you can do something with that.
Oh yeah, make it 15-hour bit right there.
Avery's stupid name. I'm not calling their name stupid.
Ha.
That's just their name. I'm sorry. Kryptonite, spelled C-R-I-P, turns Superman into a street gangster, like Kryptonian gang signs, and he also has a gun.
You guys are high or something. What the
What?
fuck? Where do you even come up with that?
Not even bullets, just a gun. Like, imagine a criminal. Oh my god, it's Superman. Why do you have a gun? Oh my god. What do you do with that?
This rock touched me. Now I'm armed.
I thought you were always armed.
I don't know. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna move to Gotham.
I'm gonna kill you now. You know, they don't have the death penalty over there.
Oh, look, another kryptonite. Throw it at him. Superman shits himself.
I didn't like that one very much. Least favorite kryptonite easily. Top 10.
A spotted kryptonite that acts like a hallucinogen. Could be really funny or really dangerous to have someone like Superman on a mushroom trip. This is a real question. I'm gonna ask you a real question. Does alcohol work on Superman? Does it like make him drunk?
No, I think the only way he gets drunk is off like super duper fucking alcohol, like shit that like gets you off your ass.
Huh.
But I don't think it works because it's the same with like the Flash. I think his like metabolism is too good.
So that means if there's a story of like Superman taking mushrooms, he has to pretend to be high as Clark Kent. That sounds very fucking funny.
Yeah, that's gonna result in a lot of. Well, to think no, because I don't know actually, because that's a chemical. That's not so much like in your digestive tract. That's like going straight to your fucking brain. You know, I think that might actually work. Because like, there's a comic I remember where Superman doesn't he's drinking, but like he gets hit with like a fucking poison that would normally kill a guy, but obviously it doesn't. So he just becomes like as if he were drunk off some like neurotoxin.
Yeah.
So like it could work. It could, but it would have to be like a lethal dose.
I mean, think of it this way. Imagine you're Superman all the way back in like high school times. I know it depends on like what incarnation does he actually get his superpowers. And you read about all these drugs, like weed, and you're like, oh my god, I want to try that someday when I'm an adult. And then you find out you're fucking Superman and you can't get high. That made me a little angry.
Yeah, that'd be a bummer. I mean, Superman probably was doing. He has to do like the craziest shit to get even like an inch. He's doing every fucking gorilla pill they have at the gas station. Every fucking anything that he can like put in his system, he's doing it.
Pounds of DMT by the gallon of
By the
weed.
barrel.
All right, we got another good one. Okay, let's see. Resinzard, urine yellow kryptonite that makes him really need to pee all the time.
That's kind of gross.
That would be a funny one as like a prank. Like while Superman's sleeping at the Justice League, they just put it near him. And he's like, oh, gotta pee. And then he goes to pee, and then he goes back into his bed, and he's like, oop, gotta pee again.
Just gonna say, PU. No thanks.
I would not want that one.
Gross. Nope.
Mr. Smith, 3841. I would make the original green kryptonite to shrink him until he reaches 5 foot tall.
I think he loses like a foot.
How tall is Superman? 6 foot usually?
Yeah, he just becomes a moderately shorter than average guy. I think 5 inches tall might have been what he meant.
No, I like 5 feet tall because it's not like, oh my god, it's Superman? Has he always been 5 foot tall? I can't take him seriously. He's usually like 6 feet tall. What happened to him?
It's like, yeah, Superman, I used to think you were a threat, but, you know, now that you're like up to my chin, I think I could probably take you.
I know you can like still beat me up, but like I'm 5'1", 1 inch taller than Superman.
That'd be like the most uninteresting and yet mildly discomforting kryptonite ever.
I'm sure it breaks his bones or something. Like you're cracking noises or whatever to make him 5 foot. But like if he stumbles upon that while walking, he kind of starts shrinking and then starts not shrinking if he walks away. Or maybe it turns him all the way to 5 foot. And he has to like be completely away from it. You know what I mean?
Maybe he just kills himself.
Okay, Donut. 336. Kryptonite that doesn't do anything except make him vulnerable to just bullets.
So green kryptonite.
No. He doesn't realize, like, Superman doesn't realize anything's wrong with him, and he's like, okay, I'll be the criminal, you be Superman, who just had this kryptonite. It's like near him. Oh, I'm just robbing a bank.
Wow, hey, stop right there, citizen. Guess what? Kryptonite doesn't really affect me that much anymore.
Oh my god.
You're boned.
Shoot him, boys.
Yeah, do it.
Oh.
No!
Oh, guys, stop. Oh my god. We didn't think it would do that. Oh, get it to the hospital. After we take this stuff.
Oh, shit, was that the kryptonite or just my body failing?
Oh, I'm next to the yellow kryptonite now and I'm pissing too.
This is a fetish thing now.
And you see this is Batman. And you see Superman, we just recorded this yesterday. And you're saying kryptonite's not an issue.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab a snack from the Spork factory, then we can talk about this, alright?
Where do you put to a vote you're leaving? You're leaving the Justice League.
Up and away!
Okay, let's see. Renz Zard. Same guy, different posting. Bluish orange kryptonite and gives him crippling anxiety. Why not
Bluish orange?
Why not just make
Like
kryptonite
rust?
that makes him afraid of heights? You know, that'd just defeat a lot of his powers.
That would be pretty good. I'm sure that's been his scenario. Maybe not kryptonite, but like fear toxin or some shit.
They don't usually talk about this in origin stories or whatever, but how scared do you think Superman was when he just discovered flying? Like, how long do you think because buildings are fucking tall, and he lived in Kansas. He starts flying, he's like, I'm not gonna do that for a while. I'm glad I can do that, but that shit's scary.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way that when that happened that he didn't brown his pants immediately. Like, even just from the sensation of flight, like, I can't imagine what that would be like, you know, on your body.
Yeah.
You would just let it all out.
We got a few more. I can't even say the one. Enantical Inexelicabo. Kryptonite, spelled CRYP. It makes Superman obsess over his digital imprints and image as he starts making NFTs. We're gonna give a little history thing. As of today, 95% of NFTs are worthless. This is an article from like a day ago I read.
Which does make the kryptonite a lot more potent.
Yeah.
Because now there's absolutely nothing.
Nothing he can do. He just mints himself and goes, oh, there goes my stocks.
Oh.
Red Lion Paladin. Brown Kryptonite. Can you guess what this one does? Can you just guess what this one does?
Is it poo-poo?
He either has painful constipation or endless diarrhea.
See, when Superman shits, it's like, that's not normal.
But when he endless
He doesn't
diarrheas,
normally do that.
you can't endless diarrhea. There's only X amount of food in you to be diarrheaed. You know what I mean? It's not endless.
Don't. You have to. You don't count Superman out. He might leave like a brown hailstorm as he flies over Metropolis.
All right, we got one more. Frederick Cubbins. If the pink one exists, the one that makes him gay, then surely one should exist to turn him black. That wouldn't.
I'm not even gonna tackle that.
No,
I'm leaving
no.
that one to you, Daft.
Like the pink one, it has no basis of his character. If there's one that turns Superman black, nothing changes about him. He still is Superman. This was a dumb one. You made a dumb kryptonite.
I would say it's also dumb just because I don't like. Why would you think that? Why would you comment that? Why would you write those words out? That wasn't a good idea.
The piss one made more sense, and I'm saying that.
We are shaming you. You are listening to this right now, and we are shaming you completely.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't.
We'll end it on a good one. Okay, we'll end it on cheese kryptonite from a chill dude. Turns him into any type depending on which shade of kryptonite it is.
That's fucking awesome.
sounds
I'll
like-
take that. Gouda Superman. Yeah.
It sounds like a My Pal Jimmy Olsen comic cover. Superman's been turned to cheese. Help me, Jimmy. That's Cheese Superman.
Has that happened? That
I'm
sounds like something that's happened. Has Superman ever been turned into cheese?
I'm sure I'll have to find it. If there's something, I'll put on editing. Something where it's like, oh my god, Superman has turned into this thing. And he's like, don't worry, Jimmy, this is my new superpower. And then it turns out to be like a fake Superman or something. I don't know, man.
This was one Superman made out of cheese from the top down, and then regular Superman. And Jimmy's like, which one's the real one?
It's like the Spider-Man, the one that's made entirely of spiders that thinks he's Spider-Man. But imagine if just Superman
spiders, man.
It's a bunch of tiny it's a bunch of tiny Supermen that think he's one Superman.
I'm just picturing the fucking Army of Darkness bit when Ash fights little Ashes.
Even like that. But that was it. What a way to end it. No, that was the user submitted episode, which means there are no questions because we could have asked a question and also Kryptonite. I probably should have clarified that. You know, I
I
probably
like this
should've
episode because
clarified that.
if they don't like this episode, they have no one to blame but themselves.
Well, we did get some good ones. What was your favorite Kryptonite that we ran into? What was your favorite one?
It was the last one we did, but the fucking cheese one is obviously the best. No debate.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I did like the one that makes him a bit of a jerk. You know, just a bit
Yeah,
mean.
just slightly obnoxious.
Slam jerk. Superman, let go of me. Whoa, okay. Lets the guy go. Splats on the ground. Oopsie poopsie.
Should have watched your words. I'm mindly an asshole.
Oh no, Superman is Wonder Woman. Are you near orange Kryptonite? Orange what?
No, I'm just a terrible person.
I'm just feeling bad. Can I be?
Oh God, fuck off.
But we have announcements. We have an announcement in this video.
Oh,
You excited
yeah,
for
that's
this?
right.
We decided to make a Bad Take Delete podcast Discord server. Oh wow.
Ta-da!
And if you want to join, you can just check the top comment or description of the video and join. It's be the first one. Whoever, and we can make a rule. Whoever's the first person to show up, you get a specific rule that says the first one. You better
The first one.
you better not leave. Or else
No.
Hope you like your stay there. Hope you like your stay there. Hope you like this episode. This is a fun one. I had some fun.
Yeah, this was silly.
You had some fun. We'll go to a regularly scheduled one where we look at like Batman stuff or like what goes into his utility belt. That could be a fun one.
Could do that.
But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.